Yo, what's up? It's Kobe Bryant. Big shout out to the StayWavyTV YouTube channel. If you're not tapped in yet, hit that subscribe button and join the wave. Keep working, keep learning, keep getting better. Mamba out.
Good, y'all. NBA superstar Ja Morant could be getting traded for the Memphis Grizzlies very soon. All of this controversy started after a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. They lost to the Lakers 117-112. And after the game, when he was asked why he was on the bench and why he didn't score the entire second half, Ja Morant said, "Go ask them," referring to the coaching staff. He went on to say, according to them, probably don't play me, honestly. That's what basically the message was after the game. It's cool. Morant played 8 minutes and 25 seconds in the fourth quarter on Friday, more than any other Memphis player. He logged 16 minutes and 11 seconds of on-court time in the second half, second most on the team behind Jaren Jackson Jr. You know what I'm saying? Now, Ja Morant was also suspended twice in 2023 for incidents with guns. Those two events costing him 33 games and about $8.3 million in salary. You know what I'm saying? So because of these comments after the Lakers loss, Ja Morant was suspended for 1 game for conduct detrimental to the team. You know what I'm saying? So the Memphis Grizzlies are looking at Ja Morant as a liability right now because he's had so many issues off the court and even on the court, right? Ja Morant is obviously not happy playing for the Memphis Grizzlies. They traded away his right-hand man, Desmond Bane, to the Orlando Magic. But in return, they got back a player that's cheaper and shoots just as good. They got KCP, Contavious Caldwell-Pope, who's a 2-time NBA champion. So I don't think that was that much of a loss when they traded Desmond Bane. But yeah, man, the teams that I'm thinking that Ja Morant could possibly get traded to is number 1, the Miami Heat. They need Ja Morant. Their starting point guard, Terry Rozier, was arrested for basically illegal sports gambling. You know what I'm saying? So the Miami Heat, they need a point guard to start at that point guard position. And I think Ja Morant would fit very smoothly in that Miami Heat rotation. Now, the only problem is because of all of these situations off the court with Ja Morant, involving guns. And now this season, he pretty much called out his head coach and the entire coaching staff. The Miami Heat organization, they don't play that shit, okay? Pat Riley, he doesn't play that shit. And there's a chance that Pat Riley has no interest in getting Ja Morant. I think they should. I think Ja Morant could be the missing puzzle for the Miami Heat, especially when you take into account that Tyrese Halliburton is going to be out for the season for the Pacers. Jason Tatum is expected to be out for the season for the Boston Celtics. The most dangerous teams that you would have to worry about is the Milwaukee Bucks. The 76ers do look good so far, but I'm not going to say the 76ers. I got to see more from them, but they have started off the season very, very good. And obviously the New York Knicks. Other than that, I think if you get a Ja Morant, if you're the Miami Heat, I think that's a great addition. And I think that team could possibly end up going to the finals. The second team that I have in mind is, I would have to say, the Boston Celtics, okay? Now, the Boston Celtics, they do have Anthony Simons, right? They do have Anthony Simons, but they keep taking him out of the starting rotation. And I don't think the Celtics really trust him as their starting point guard. I don't know why. I think he's good enough to be a starting point guard. He started at point guard for the Portland Trailblazers. So maybe the Boston Celtics, they could mess around and potentially make a trade. They could end up trading Jaylen Brown to go get a Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You know what I'm saying? Because the Celtics have not looked good this season without Jason Tatum. They've struggled a lot. So Boston is definitely a team that could pick up Ja Morant. Third team I would have to say is the Minnesota Timberwolves. Obviously, I think their homeboy Rob Dillingham, right? The fact that Rob Dillingham still isn't starting at point guard for the Timberwolves and they still have an aging, washed-up ass Mike Conley, I think Ja Morant would actually be a perfect fit as the starting point guard in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? You put him on the team with Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards. I think that'll be a perfect fit, and that would definitely boost the Timberwolves' chance of finally getting past that hump and getting to their, getting to their first NBA Finals with Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be incredible. So there's plenty of teams out there that could use the Ja Morant. It's just about, him going to the right team that knows how to deal with a player like that. Like I said, I think the perfect fit would definitely be the Miami Heat. But based off of the Miami Heat's track record with Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, they don't tolerate that nonsense, okay? They don't tolerate the bullshit outside of the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to tolerate Ja Morant directly calling out his entire coaching staff like he did after they lost to the Lakers. The Miami Heat could look at that and say, you know what? This guy's too much of a problem. You know, we're going to have to pay him a lot of money, and we don't know what we're going to get. So, listen, man. Things aren't looking good for Ja Morant in Memphis, okay? I'm expecting Ja Morant to get traded very soon. And listen, I'm interested to see what happens when Ja Morant comes back, okay? He's not playing tonight, but I'm interested to see what happens moving forward, because we all know Ja Morant, you know, he's gonna say what he feels, man. He's not gonna bite his tongue. You know, he's a very outspoken guy. You know what I'm saying? He's had a lot of incidents in his short NBA career so far, and I just don't see him stand on that team. You know, I think he's going to be gone by the trade deadline. I think he could be traded as soon as before the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? Expect Ja Morant to, you know, contact his team and tell him that he wants to request a trade. Expect that announcement very, very soon, okay? I'm saying like within the next 2 weeks, expect Ja Morant to formally request a trade from the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. What teams are y'all interested in seeing Ja Morant playing for? Would y'all rather he, you know, stays in the would y'all rather he goes to the East or the West? What do y'all think, man? What teams are you guys interested in seeing Ja Morant go to? Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Wavy, StayWavyTV. Let me know what y'all think about this.
Yo, welcome to StayWavyTV, your home for buckets, breakdowns, and straight up vibes. If it hoops, we cover it. Lock in, hit that subscribe, and ride the wave.